Welcome to the Hudson Highlands Nature Museum, located in Cornwall-on-Hudson, New York. We're going to take a look at their latest exhibit, The World of Bees, and learn a little bit about the importance of these pollinators. Humankind has a long history with bees. We've hunted for and collected their honey since the Paleolithic period thousands of years ago. But bees have been around for much longer, at least 100 million years, when dinosaurs still roamed the earth. Fossils and amber specimens give us insight into their world as it existed then. Bees like this stingless specimen are believed to have evolved from a wasp-like ancestor. All bees are insects and share a few key similarities. They exhibit complete metamorphosis and go through 4 stages of development. All bees start out as a small egg, hatch into a worm-like larva, become a pupa, and finally emerge as an adult. In general, adult bees are built for pollination, covered with pollen-attracting hairs from their heads to their tarsi. Many anatomical structures on their bodies work like tools, helping them collect pollen, build nests, or defend themselves. Wasps are often mistaken for bees, but they are very different animals. Wasps are predators, often with smooth bodies, while bees are herbivores, with furry bodies. Of course, the most famous of the bees is Apis mellifera, commonly known as the honeybee. Its pollination activity is essential to our agriculture and food resources. Beekeepers, or apiarists, keep honeybees in a hive. They must inspect their bees regularly to ensure their health. Beekeepers have several tools to help them work in a hive, including a veiled hat, a hive tool for prying the hive open, and a smoker to help them calm the bees. All of these tools help keep the beekeepers and the bees safe from stings as the hive is opened. Honeybees are social insects. A single colony can have as many as 80,000 individuals. To survive, they rely on communication and a caste structure, including a large reproductive queen, male drones, and female workers. These members communicate using pheromones and even dances. One of the most famous honeybee behaviors is the Waggle Dance. Workers use this dance to communicate the location of distant food sources. Just like other bees, honeybees start life as an egg, hatch into a larva, and develop into a pupa. This occurs in cells made of wax. As adults, female workers will collect nectar and pollen from flowers to fuel their hive's life cycle. Despite their popularity, honeybees are only one of an estimated 20,000 bee species on Earth. Bees come in all different colors and sizes and have varied life histories and ecologies. Most bees are solitary and do not live in nests with other members of their species. New York State alone has over 400 bee species, including the solitary leafcutter bees, who cut circular pieces of leaves to build egg chambers, the mason bees, who construct nests in natural or artificial cavities with soil and pebbles, the sweat bees, who excavate nests in the ground, and yes, some members of this group are attracted to the salt in human sweat, the polyester bees, who surround their subterranean eggs with a cellophane-like material. And of course, the bumblebees, the other well-known social bee. Next time you're outside, listen and look for these different bees amidst the other insects. Bees work to pollinate wild and cultivated plants, carrying pollen on their body from one flower to another. This is what allows many plants to reproduce. Bees see plants and flowers very differently than we do. Flowers appear one way to us, but often have ultraviolet patterns called nectar guides built into their petals to attract bees and other insects. In addition to the honeybee, our agriculture also relies on bumblebees, squash bees, and orchard mason bees, among others. 1/3 of the food we eat is the result of insect pollination, and the dominant pollinators are the bees. Imagine your meals and snacks without fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and even fewer meats and dairy products. Today, many of our bees face known and unknown challenges. From large natural predators to small parasites, from pesticides to habitat loss, and colony collapse disorder to social bias. Making connections now between ourselves, the environment, and bees is important to all of our survival, because population declines are occurring in many of our honeybee and native bee populations. Some species are nearing or have already reached extinction. Luckily, there are many ways that we can help preserve local bee populations. Of course, keeping bees is one option, whether they are honeybees, bumblebees, or mason bees. You can purchase or make your own bee homes. But simply planting bee-pollinated flowers is a great way to attract and support local bee populations. Reducing pesticide use and leaving some scraggly, untidy areas on your property can provide safe nesting habitat. Reach out to your local beekeeping association to find out other ways you can help. Bees are one of our most important pollinators. Without them, we'd have little on our table and even less in our gardens. Thanks for taking a peek into the world of bees. We hope you'll visit and help protect our pollinators.